Asian Paints, Berger Paints, Nerolac. When you hear this name, what you recognize? Yes, it is nothing but a paint industry. Paint industry has given some of the multi-baggers in the past, like Asian Paints, which is yes one of the most iconic multi-bagger in last 25 years. But now this paint industry is coming in a big threat, yeah, because Grasim is entering in this field with they are actually already inaugurated 6 plants across India, and they are aiming to become number one or number two in this industry. Now, whether it will come with the cost of all these big player share, that is what we are going to talk about. So, welcome everyone, guys. My name is Siyata Pandusha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Do click the below link and subscribe to our channel, and also like this video. Also, if you want any other company or sector to be analyzed, put it in the comment box. We'll try to do that. So, let us talk about paint industry in first. Guys, paint industry, as I told you earlier, given many multi-baggers like Asian Paints. But let us see how these stocks are performing in last 2, 3 years. So we'll talk in detail about that. So talking about their performance. So if you see the performance of these companies, now if you talk about Asian Paints first, if you see in Asian Paints in last 3 years, no, it is not actually gone up a lot. No, if you see here, March 21, it has gone up around Jan 22, 357. Still, it is not able to cross that top. You can say it is in a side range only. Even if you talk about Berger Paints, that also in 3 years, actually it made a top of about 700 earlier around September 21. Now it is around 557 level, 557 level, sorry, 571 level. Even Narrowlag also, if you see, it made a top around September 21 only. Most of these stocks have performed in the same period. They made a top. Again, it is gone up to, you can see now at around 300 in level. Now, at that time, when they've gone, because then suddenly the oil price fallen at that time, 2021, that's why the stocks done very well. See, guys, which is the biggest raw material of all this paint industry is nothing but the crude oil. It plays a very big role whether the stock will go up or down. So that's why during that time, this stocks done like comparatively well because the crude oil price has gone down. Even ExxonMobil, which is also one of a big company, not big, but yes, it is relatively having a share in Asian industry, sorry, the paint industry, that has also gone up from, you can say, 1800 to almost 2800. But yes, it has little bit jump compared to if you talk about Narrowleg, Asian Paints or Berger. Now this shows that paint industry is not having a great years in last 2, 3 years. Of course, 6 months back, when I think 6 to 7 months back, when the Grasim announced that decision of coming in the paint industry in a big way, that was a little bit of a shock coming in the paint industry, and many of the stocks gone down at that time. And now let us talk about their performance and all that. More than a performance, now I want to talk about as a industry how the paint industry will be from here. So talking about that, if you talk about paint industry, guys, paint industry is to grow 1 lakh crore in next 5 years from currently 62,000 crore rupees of total market size. So it is not that it is not going to grow. It is going to grow a lot. Normally, a paint industry has a 2x correlation with the GDP. Okay, so suppose the GDP is growing at around 6 to 7%, which is currently, then paint industry will go by around 12 to 14% at least. And that is a correlation. That's why paint industry is also always a lucrative business for any company. And that's why only Grasim is entering in this paint industry in a big way. Again, major players like Asian Paint, Berger, Narrowlake, and Akzo is almost controlling 75% of their market share. Now, what it shows? It shows that yes, a big chunk of market share is being handled by this player. So, suppose any new player enters in a market, who will has to leave that share? That is all these big companies also. And especially, you can talk about Asian Paints. It is controlling almost 59% of the market share. Virgin Paints is around 18 to 20%. They are the biggest shareholder in this paint industry. But yes, if the Grasim comes, then they'll take away the share from these big companies only. Also, guys, Billa Opus is the name of a paint which Billa is bringing. Again, they are aiming to become number two player in coming years. So Billa is aiming to hit almost 10,000 crore rupees within 3 years of full scale of operation. That is a big plan which the Billa Corp is having. And guys, what it shows? It shows that they are very much keen to go in this market in a big way. very much keen to go in this market because at the end of the day, they are coming with full plan. And again, this is one of the biggest expansion plan of Birla within a short period of time because no, they know how lucrative it is. Again, the main thing is, Birla has a franchisee, not franchisee, but a complete networking of Ultratech Cement. Now, through that, wherever the centers are there where they are selling cement, they can also sell the paints also. That's like a no organic way to coming into business, and that's why they've actually already inaugurated three Birla Opus plant at Ranipat, Haryana, Ludhiana, Punjab, and in Tamil Nadu also. So that is a big thing, and because at the end of the day, these six plants this Flix plant is going to create a production which is well of almost no, you can say 30-40% of the paint industry in coming years. And that is why all the big players are shaking out. Even the another plants which are coming in Karnataka, Maharashtra, West Bengal is going to produce by 2024-25. So it's not in the next 1 and 2 year, all the six plants will be in operation. So where the plants will be, as I told you, it will be in Ludhiana, Punjab, Panipat, Haryana, Kharagpur, West Bengal, Chiyar, Tamil Nadu, Nagar, Karnataka, and Mahat at Maharashtra. So these are the six locations where they are starting the plant. Birla already inaugurated that plants yesterday only. And also, guys, if you understand, the Birla products will be available to these three states by March 24. So by next month only, the already three states are going to get their material, basically paints directly available from the center. So they are starting the production and also selling the production also. Okay, products will be available all cities with a population of over 1 lakh, and this is what they are planning. Wherever there is a basically population of 1 lakh, and because they already have their centers of Ultratech cement. Okay, so from that center only they can sell uh, their Birla Opus paints. So this is what is no, they are cutting down the cost and they don't have to establish a separate network for them. Again, booming construction sector is one of the major reason why Birla want to enter this field. See, at the end, every industry is an opportunity. So where they feel that there is a big margin and there is a big area where they can go, I think this is where they feel that one should enter. Also, guys, honestly speaking, I know paints industry is a little bit मीन्स इट्स नॉट सो टफ टू मेक इट ओके ऐसा भी इतना भी टफ नहीं कि कोई बना नहीं सकते ओनली द नेटवर्किंग इश्यू एंड ऑल दैट कम्स इनटू पिक्चर सो Birla can easily make it and that is how they have seen this again. They are providing a 10% discount now if you scan a store. Already they are disturbing the pricing only when they are coming into the sale. Also, guys, Birla Opus total capacity will be 1332 million liters per annum. Now, this is a big capacity. Allocated rupees 4,307 crores, including 1,970 crores specifically for paint business, marking its largest ever capital expenditure. So they are going big. And guys, this is what no. See, at the end of the day, all these big corporation, when they come into this market, they think that I want to become number one of that industry. If you talk about Adani, the way they entered the cement industry, to buying ACC and Ambuja, they already challenged Ultratech, no, that they want to become number one. Ultratech was like, no, is a pioneer in 2005-6 when they started the business. After this, like, no, cement industry has been completely governed by the Ultratech cement. But now, after entering Adani, that area is shaken, and that is why no, the margin compression, all that will starting because competition goes up, right? Again, apart from Grasim, Pidilite and JSW too have entered the segment recently. So they also seen the opportunity. Even Pidilite, JSW also entered the paint industry because they also want to take some share out of this paint industry. So you can see there's a big competition going up in the paint industry. Also, if you see the what will be the impact among the players and everything. First of all, the uncertain impact on the valuation markets and sustainability of Asian paints and budget. See, these are the big players. These are the big daddies of this paint industry. Now, if Grasim is going, of course, their no margin and everything will be shaken. Again, they have to see at the end, Asian Paint is going to lose a lot because from where Birla is going to take share? Is going to take share from Asian Paints only. Again, Asian Paints and Berger a few months back were the most expensive paint stocks globally. Now it is a commoditized product. Then also it was one of the most expensive because the way they perform over the years. But that is what not this most expensive stock may correct because you know that if this type of competition comes again, increase in advertising, realignment in incentive to distributors in some credit where this is what the all the big players like Berger, Narrowlake and Asian Paints is to follow if they really want to compete. Grasim from here, Grasim good distribution due to Ultratech cement distribution is the most, you can say, way of distributing, and it is one of the most optimum, you can say, resource available for Grasim to distribute their paint in the paint products and everything, and that is what will be the one of the biggest strength of Grasim company. Also guys, understand the Grasim market share will be the cost of Asian Paints and Berger Paint pricing already down for paints. Guys, already if you see 8 to 10% pricing is down. Now you may say Tapan, it may be due to the oil prices going down and all that. Normally क्या होता है ना कि पेंट इंडस्ट्री में once they increase the price now when oil goes up they are not reducing as much. But now, if they are getting the competition, as already I told you that Grasim will be bringing us a product where they can give a 10% discount. Also, use Scanner's code. That is where no all these companies will start thinking about no competition, advertisement, and all that. They'll spend more. They'll bring down their cost and all that selling price. Sorry, and that, as a result, the margin may shrink. So, what I'm trying to convey here is that there are multiple impact happening once the Grasim will come into picture because Grasim is going to literally bring this competition at a very very high level. And as an investor, what we have to do, see, as an investor, understand if this type of competition comes, no, the margin will not going to increase. Why Asian Paints was giving a so high P? Why Berger was getting a so high P? Because they were constantly giving that type of margin years to years to years together. Now, if this margin is not going to sustain, then the P ratio will shrink. And if the P ratio will start shrinking, these companies will not perform. You can already see in last 3 years, Asian Paints is not able to perform. But however, market in last 3 years has gone like anything. Much more after COVID, no, you know that it is 7,600 was the level. Now it reached to 22,000. So as an investor, I think you can avoid this segment, paint industry. Why you should get into this segment with such a high competition? And guys, understand earlier this thing happened in telecom industry also. Well, now there are only two major players like Airtel and Jio. Of course, Vodafone is there. Similarly, cement is also same thing happening. But then that margin shrink is happening across the players and all. So please keep this in mind and take decision accordingly. Otherwise, roads look very tough for even Asian Paints and Berger Paints and Nerolac from here. So guys, this was my take for the paint industry, and because of the big disruption, no, I think one should rethink about this strategy about paint industry. So hope you like this video. If you like this video, do like it and share it to your friends and relatives, and do subscribe to my channel. Also, as I told you, put it in the comment box if you want any stock or sector to be analyzed. So I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.